Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys two stories, and one of the stories is of something that I just learned, and they're about both sets of grandparents. I've been meaning to dig up my handy dandy baby book anyway, because I need to show y'all some toxic stuff my mother was on, but that's beside the point. My mother wrote in my baby book actual crimes that were committed by my grandfather and my grandmother. So aside from the fact that this was back in I don't know, the 40s, I guess I'm gonna assume. I don't really know because, yeah. But anyway, so this was legal, I'm assuming. I took a screenshot because it's too hard to turn the baby book. So, but y'all not about to be on my neck about me making this up. My mom was 12 years old. Dad was 20 years old when they met. He told her, "I'm going to marry you when you grow up." Mom was 12 years old. Married when she was 18 years old. They got married when she was 18 years old. He was 20 when he first met her. So that's my mother's side of, yeah. My grandfather, I just learned this. My grandfather was like my best friend growing up. And I learned this, I don't know, a while ago. My grandfather unalived himself when I was, gosh, I don't even know. I remember how old I was. And I think it was like 2008. So 15 years ago, 15 years ago, coming up very soon, my grandfather unalived himself. And I didn't realize at the time what it meant when he said that the only way he was going to leave his girlfriend at the time's house was in a body bag. And he actually did that. And I was too young to understand what that was and what it meant. And it all came full circle when my father told me about the two times that he almost unalived my grandfather when he was 6 years old and 8 years old because he was abusing my grandmother. My grandfather was a military vet. He was in the war. And this was I think this was way before or might have been during. I don't know all of the details, but I do know that my grandfather, who was someone that I absolutely love, I still love to this day, was my best friend. He was very, very, very abusive to not only my grandmother, but also my father as well. And a lot of us, we don't know these stories. We don't know these things, but it does give us a different perspective about the things that our parents endured when they were growing up and the behavior that they learned and then that behavior they passed down to us. But none of it is okay at all.